Yeah. We in the meth lab. We in the meth lab. Got your host, Big Twin. Thank you to all the new subscribers, everybody who likes, comments, and shares. Yeah. We're gonna wait. We're gonna talk about Wack 100 and all of that. Wack 100 be bugging out on Clubhouse. He be bugging out, so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about that. Let's see. Check real quick, see what's up. We're gonna talk about Wack 100. He be bugging out on Clubhouse and all that. I'll be with y'all in a second. A lot of loose talk on Clubhouse. A lot of loose talk. We're gonna get into that in a second. Let me just post the StreamYard link again on my phone though. Let me see. All right. Okay, the StreamYard link is on the top. The StreamYard link is on the top. Anybody who want to come into the chat is welcome to come in. Salute King Ace. I ain't see you in a minute, brother. You're laying low, brother. What's going on? Salute King Ace. Salute to all the new subscribers. Salute to everybody who likes, comments, and shares. All right, we're gonna get into it. All right. They give the dude Wack 100 a platform on Clubhouse. For anybody that never been to Clubhouse, Clubhouse is an app where a lot of people talk. You got a lot of goofies on there, man. When I tell you, listen to me when I tell you, man, you got like a lot of goofies on there. A lot of people, they not showing their face. You know what I'm saying? It's even worse than it might be worse than YouTube. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not showing their face. A lot of trolls, a lot of people blurting out like a lot of stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if on Clubhouse, if you somebody, right? If you somebody of status, if anybody of status and all that, they give you a platform. They let you talk. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they don't really give you an opportunity that much to really, air out your differences and all that. But if you somebody that's well known and all that, you know what I'm saying, they lay out the carpet for you. So they lay out the carpet for Wack 100, and Wack 100 be talking crazy. Wack 100 actually said out of his own mouth that he don't acknowledge the colors over here. If y'all know what I mean, he don't acknowledge the colors on the East Coast. Let's address the chat real quick. Salute IP. Jay Smith said, come to Cephalo. Shout out to everybody in the Ville and Brownsville. Shout out my brother Zaid. Yeah, they saying Wack is a troll. He's a troll and all that. If he's a troll, he's one of the goofiest, one of the goofiest trolls you could ever approach, you could ever see, because he's older. This is an older dude. You know what I'm saying? This is a dude in his 50s. This dude been around. He been around for a minute. He been around for quite some time, and he's moving like a teenager. And what I don't appreciate is that he's pushing that narrative, that East Coast, West Coast narrative. He said he feel like people over here on the East Coast shouldn't speak on things on the West Coast. But see, one thing you got to remember is Clubhouse is a major platform for people all over. You know what I'm saying? So if you on there talking about something on the West Coast and people choose to chime in, if people choose to chime in and speak their piece, how you gonna stop them? You know what I'm saying? You guys set up a private room or something like that with invites and all that. If y'all want to talk about stuff that just got to do it over there, only invite people over there. Clubhouse is a major platform. It's mad people on there. It's a lot of people on there from all over the place. And see how he says that we don't respect, he don't respect the colors over here on the East Coast. That's like us. Let me say this. BX, like I'm from the Bronx, the South Bronx too, the real part. I'm from the real part of the Bronx. I'm not from the nice part. I'm from the part that people is scared to walk through. That people, they be on their extra, you know what I'm saying, when they come through. I'm from that part. All right. And that's like me saying, yo, don't speak on hip hop. Like we started hip hop in the Bronx. And that's like me throwing the Bronx on my back, and hip hop at the same time saying, yo, we started hip hop over there. I don't want none of y'all. That's like me saying I don't respect no other states in the United States that rap, that do hip hop, because it's originally from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? That'll sound crazy and all that. You know, hip hop is actually feeding people, it's creating jobs. So I could never get on the platform and say don't speak on hip hop, because we started hip hop. In the Bronx, we started hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? So how I sound saying, yo, don't speak on hip hop. None of y'all speak on hip hop and all that. That's our culture over here on the East Coast. That's like me saying that. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is for everybody. You know, it feeds people. It's for everybody. King A said he's like Melvin from Baby Boy. Oh, he said, I bet we're going to find out Wack a CIA operative like Al Sharpton. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. He's the only one from over there on that type of time. I don't really hear nobody else from over there jumping on these major platforms talking the way he be talking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, King Ace might be right, because he's older. You know what I'm saying? He's an older dude. If anything, he's supposed to not be talking about all that. He's supposed to be keeping his mouth shut when it comes, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to all that. He's older. He's an older dude. He's a so-called OG and all that. So he ain't supposed to be talking on none of this at all. And that's another thing too about Clubhouse. It's a lot of loose talk on there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes is on there talking about stuff that we probably shouldn't be talking about on there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can talk about it in public, talk about it on the street amongst each other, but a lot of the conversations that be going on Clubhouse, yo, it ain't supposed to be getting talked about. You know what I'm saying? It's, yo, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna nuke the whole entire community behind all of this. King A said only the government would have you believe that. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful on these major platforms. Anybody from all over the world could tap in to these platforms. You know what I'm saying? Which means anybody from all over the world could hear all of this, could hear anything. You understand what I'm saying? Hear whatever you got to say. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful on these joints. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you the type. That's another thing I want to talk about too. There's a lot of beefing and all that too on Clubhouse. A lot of beefing and all that. And you know, you might be a person, check it out. You might be a person that shows your face, right? And you might have a YouTube and people could see who you are, right? But yet the people that you beefing with, you can't see who they are. You understand what I'm saying? So it's gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes on there talking crazy. King A said, yo, the color you represent is in your mind, body, and soul, not a rag. And that's a fact. That's a fact and all of that. And I believe this, when you get to a certain age, you're supposed to be teaching, man. You're supposed to be educating. Yo, a lot of people didn't like that AZ video I put. The video with AZ. I wasn't banging on AZ. I was only saying the facts. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you don't like it, you can see me in the street. I'm everywhere. I walk around. I actually walk around. Like, I'm actually, you know what I mean? I actually still live in a town. I'm not one of these dudes here on YouTube that live in like a quiet town, right? That's on here talking about everybody and all that. Nah, that's not me. I actually walk the town. You can see me. I've ran into people that be on here, other YouTubers and all that. I've ran into them in real time on the streets and all that. You know what I'm saying? Have me and that person had a problem? It would have been up right then and there. Let me see who we got. Who we got coming through. Somebody's coming through. Let's see who it is. Let's see who's coming. And it's no other than one of the YouTube's finest coming through right now.
I like that
YouTube's finest in the building. VR was shaking.
What's popping, my G? What are you saying? It's dangerous.
Yo, VR, I was just on your side. I was on your side yesterday. I was on 82nd yesterday.
You should have told. You know what happened? Somebody blocked my IG account, bro. I don't know how that happened, bro. Should have called me.
Oh, it got blocked?
Yeah, should have called me, bro.
I'll be outside. Man, yeah, I was right over there and all that. I didn't even know they named St. Martin's PS51 now.
They changed it. Of course, they lost funding because of the administration in the church. You know, they embezzled $2.6 million.
Mm.
The church embezzled it. They lost 2.6. They can't find the money. You heard?
Wow, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yo,
It happened in
yo, VR, I
2014.
need you to elaborate on this topic.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you on Clubhouse or not.
Like I listen, but I'm not on it. I'm scared to be
But
on
how
that
you
one.
feel about Wack 100? How you feel about Wack 100 talking crazy about the East Coast?
I think he's doing like you know what I understand. He noticed what went on like a year ago. If you notice what went on a year ago, there was mad West Coast dudes talking about East Coast stuff. A lot of them. There was a
Right.
lot of them, and he noticed that. He picked that up and he flipped it because he started bashing the East Coast dude who was doing that about the West Coast dudes, and he flipped it, and then he started doing it.
Right.
It's like he
But
took everybody out the way and started doing it. And
see,
I think that's wrong, bro.
but the thing is this: if you heard what I was saying earlier and all that, he keeps saying that that we basically like it's kind of like we still in the culture of over there and all that. How you feel about that?
Nah, cause the culture, you can't steal people's culture if you're already in it. If you already, cause the Bloods was here, bro. It's a lie. It's like hip hop, right? Hip hop started in the Bronx. Same thing with the Blood thing. It started in the Bronx, bro.
Right.
That's where it started at. And for him to be like, nah, cause we took it. Nah, that's not true, bro. They started their own wave just cause they got the same name. That don't mean that it's a copy. It's not no copy of nothing. They got their own wave, their own situation, everything, bro. Everything. Now that they starting to link up, but it wasn't like they
Right.
was linking up, and it wasn't like that. They started their own wave, just like down south. They started their own wave too in Houston and Miami, all these places that have gang members. They started their own wave. It's now that they clicking up. That's now.
Right.
It's not a
But see,
copy of nothing.
yeah, but here's the thing and all of that. Like, he be over here and all that. Come on, man.
Right.
All y'all people from other places and all that. Yo, listen, man. Y'all gotta respect New York, man. Ain't nowhere
Of
like here,
course.
man. You know what I'm saying?
There is no
You could,
copy of New York. It's authentic.
yo, listen. If your money is right and all that, you gonna have a good time here, man. You gonna have
Yo,
a
that's
good
a
time.
fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
You're gonna have a great life here, bro.
yeah, man. But see, but understand this though. Understand this. Understand how he feel though, which I understand a tad bit of what he's saying and all that.
Explain it
They
to me,
are they
because
are the real
let's
thing
say
over
he's a
there,
gangster,
VR.
and I'm unknowing how he feels.
Right. But see, VR, they are the real thing over there. You know what I'm saying? That's the motherland over there. They are the real thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's but see, one thing that he don't understand is that dudes over here respect that. Dudes over here ain't coming against that. Dudes over here know that they the real thing over there. You know what I'm saying? Dudes over here is actually looking for validation from over there.
That's a fact. They want to get
Oh,
recognized.
man.
They
Yeah, they
want
looking
to.
for validation from over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to talk about over here and all that, talk down over here is crazy. You know what I'm
You
saying?
want to know the
That's what
truth
I'm saying.
about that though? Like,
Go ahead.
you know what the Black Panther showed the whole black what the Black Panther showed the hood. You know what they showed them as when you click up, the government is gonna come for you, bro. They're gonna come. They're gonna come in waves. They're gonna use all their manpower to make sure they bury you. Because what in reality, what they're doing is they helping the government build the case by clicking up. They helping them, bro. Because what the Black Panther showed you that as soon as you come together and unite for any
Organize. As
cause,
soon as you organize.
as soon as you organize, they come for you, bro. They come for you. That's why to leave it broken up is the smart way. You understand? It's the
Right,
smarter
right, right.
way. You know, the small pockets, that's the smart way. Small pockets of this shit. Because when you become a big group, believe me, everybody's gonna get tied into that. And they're gonna like it's like the Black Panther showed you that people that wasn't doing anything negative in the Panthers, they got tied into the negative shit, bro. They got all tied into all that shit, bro. and
Right.
and people not understanding that because people don't pay attention to history. People look at history like it's a pimple, and they just want to pop it and keep it moving. And you gotta pay attention. You gotta understand like what's going on, bro. What you think? You think the government's not letting dudes talk about gangs on the internet? They letting you, bro. YouTube is not censoring you when you speak about gangs on the internet, bro. They don't censor
Right.
you. They let you speak all about it, bro. They let you perpetuate it. Cause damn, somebody's telling them, go ahead, let them do it. Please let them do it. Let more people come out as gang members. Please, please.
Right.
Because they want
See, the
to. And
thing is that I understand. I understand all that. I understand all that. But I don't feel like he got the grounds, like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he got the grounds to talk on over here. And yo, word to everything and all that. A lot of y'all online and all that, y'all would talk about here. Y'all would talk about, about New York City and talk about, yo, they this and they that. Yo, I promise y'all come through here and all that. Y'all would not say nothing, man. Y'all think, you know what they think, VR? When they see, when they watch TV, they watch these movies, they see Manhattan. They think that's who we are. Like Manhattan.
oh, I know what you're saying. They think of the island.
Yo, VR, I can't even tell you the last time I've been to Manhattan. I don't even remember the last time I've been there.
You
And
know
I'm
the
and I'm
truth about
only
Manhattan? That shit is
and I'm
so
only like
different
20
from
minutes
from
away
New
from there.
York, bro. That shit is mad different from New York. Totally, the people in Manhattan, they do not represent New York, bro. Not even a little
Listen,
bit, bro.
listen, for y'all that be watching this, 42nd Street is not where VR is from. It's not where
It's
Big Twin
fake.
is from. We not from Times Square. That's not where we from. And where we from don't look nothing like that. It don't.
I work on 40 dudes. There's only Chinese people that live down there, bro. On 40
Yo, listen,
dudes.
man.
Keep it real.
Yo, listen,
There's only three
listen.
type of people that live downtown. The the rainbow crowd, Chinese people, and Caucasian people. That's it, bro. That's it. Nobody else wants to live down there because that shit is hectic and expensive, bro. Nobody wants
Right,
to
right,
live down
right.
there. Shit
Hey,
is
yo,
not
these dudes.
playful.
Hey, yo, these dudes is trolls. I think Wack 100 is trolling. You know what I'm saying? I think he's trolling and all that. He know he like it here. Come on, man. Even after all the crazy stuff he done said, there's still dudes out here that'll see him in the street and salute him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think he should shut his mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think he should keep his mouth shut. You know?
I think he wants.
Yeah.
I think he wants what 6ix9ine had. I think a lot of dudes want that though. I think they want it. They want that whole wave, bro. 6ix9ine had a wave without clapping nobody. He didn't have to sell crack. He didn't have to put no work in. All he had to do was put the bag up. You know how many dudes is dying to be like that? Just put the
That's a
bag up.
fact. That's a fact.
They'll
That's a
do
fact.
anything for that shit, bro. It's the easiest way to success, bro. All you gotta do is finance it. My dude, dudes will kill for that spotlight right there, bro. Just put the bag up
That's a,
and you could be famous. What? Niggas will put their house up to do that, bro.
that's a fact. Like the times we living in right now, a lot of these dudes, they don't even care about money no more. They just care about like the clout. They want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? They want to be seen. They want their names in every YouTube title. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dudes
Mm.
ain't even caring about the money, man. They just want to be seen. And, that's it. It's crazy. The
I'm an
times we live in is
I'm an
crazy.
example of that. I don't make money off
Weirdo
YouTube,
times,
but
you
I
know?
want to be seen. I'm an example of that. Like there's a million people like me, but their agenda is totally different than mine because they really like they want to get lit, bro. You understand? They're not doing it for recreational use. They wanna, they addicted to the fame or whatever. And there's a million people like that, bro. There's a million, thousand
Right.
and one.
And let
How
me
do you
address
how
this
do
real
you
quick
feel
too.
about that?
VR, let me address this real quick too. Like for anybody right now that's on the West Coast, you might be watching this and all that. Hey, yo, dudes over here ain't got nothing bad to say about y'all. Dudes over here
Right.
salute y'all. You know what I'm saying? They hold y'all into high admiration. They got respect for y'all and all that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Wack 100 start some East Coast, West Coast. You know what I mean? We done did that already in the 90s and all that. Don't let an old dude like Wack 100 start all of that. Have all that pop brewing, that East Coast, West Coast pop brewing and all that. Y'all dudes on Clubhouse be falling into the trap and all that. A lot of dudes be setting traps and all that on YouTube and on Clubhouse. I watched a lot of dudes set traps, and a lot of dudes actually fell into the trap. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a
They
fact.
actually took the cheese and all that. don't let Wack 100 set the trap and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because then I start to question his character. I start to wonder, like, who is this dude really? You know what I'm saying? Because every time he opened up his mouth, it's negativity. It's like some type of drama. So it makes me question his character. Like, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's
Crazy right now.
I guess they've been doing that for years. Let's keep it real. Like, you know who really started that? Let's keep it all the way 1,000. That was Pac, bro. That was Pac and Suge and Puffy and all that. They planted the seed for Wack 100 to put water on it. They've been planted the seed. People try to squash that tree from growing, but it's been bubbling. It's always been bubbling. Once those rappers did that division, they put the world on notice that there's money to be made from the divide, not from the gathering. Nah. From the division. There's mad money to be made.
Absolutely. Yo, King A said he Wack 100 want to be the new Suge Knight. He can never be the Suge Knight.
Nah, nobody wants to be Suge, bro. That man's
a lot of work.
He's 80, bro. You understand? That's not a good path to go on.
He ain't treacherous enough.
Oh, you said you got to be treacherous to be like that?
Yo, he ain't treacherous enough. He ain't on demon time like the way Suge was, you know.
I think
Suge is a chess man, you know. He's a chess player.
Around Suge made him like Suge wasn't like that. I think the people who he had around him, they made him to be like that. Like it's like if you're a good kid and you get raised in the worst projects out here. Like eventually that goodness, it rubs off. It comes off for you. You understand? And you adapt to that stuff. You adapt to the environment or whatever. Same thing with Suge. Same thing with Pac. Pac is a great example of people getting lost in the negativity, bro. Because they not raised like that. That's not in them or whatever. It like you can make anybody a killer, but not everybody was born like that. And the environment, the people around them is making them. Turning them. 6ix9ine showed you that too. He showed you that.
Hey yo, for anybody who's listening right now too, I'm gonna say this too. It's a lot of people that y'all respect on the street level. They come from good homes. They come from having a mother, the father. They come from good homes and all of that. It was the streets that peer pressured them into being who they are today. You know what I'm saying? They come from good homes and all that. They ain't never went without a meal or none of that. You know what I'm saying? They had everything they needed. Dudes was athletes and all that. Dudes was like
dudes play basketball. Got Cameron. They dudes got scholarship. Rowdy Rebel.
Yo, VR. These dudes got trophies and all that they parents been holding for them all these years. They got awards and all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Most of these dudes was bored. They was bored at home and they went outside and they got into it, not of necessity. Not of no necessity. Right. They wanted to be, bro. That's what makes the internet even more like. It opens your eyes to people's necessity to be down, bro. People want to be down, bro. Down for anything, for whatever. You understand? For whatever's popular, dudes want to be down.
It's like dudes be trading places and all that. It's like the bad guy, he want the life of the good guy, right? And then the good guy want the life of the bad guy and all that. Yo, this is weird, man.
When you started noticing that it was switching, like give me an example of like, oh shit, this shit is switching. Like when you started noticing that.
Yo, Trading Places, that movie Trading Places from the 80s.
Yeah.
That's these dudes, man. They wanna, you know what I mean? They wanna go into the poor world. They want to go into the dirt. They want to go into the mud, man. Nah, man, y'all come from good homes, man. Stay in your lane and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you an example. Like it took me, like you just took me back to my childhood. You know, on 182nd and Cortona, you know, there's a picture of a Cuban on the wall right there on that hot ass block. Right? Well, that guy, they raised me like bro, I was in their crib every day because my mom did their hair to their wives and shit. There was two of them. There was twins. There was twin Cubans who they was holding that spot down right there.
Yo, VR, I know exactly who you're talking about, but again, see, there's certain platforms where I ain't saying nothing. I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know,
I ain't saying no names and all that.
Well, they sons, I know them to this day. Like to this day, I know them. Like they see me in the street and they know me from being a good kid. Like, yo, what up? Like, what you doing out here? Like, where you going? Like, you work? Like, they know me like that. They don't know me from I wasn't a street dude. They know me from being somebody just regular. Like we could play ball. I could go to their cribs. They have video games and like they just know me from being a good person. But
Right, right,
growing up around them, what that showed me was their parents didn't want them to get into the life, bro. They didn't want them to do nothing with street, nothing. They gave them basketballs, they gave them shoes, they bought them cars. These dudes had video like the machines, like the video games machine where you had to put quarters. These dudes had like 5 of them in the crib, bro. They kids, bro. When we was kids,
arcade joint.
imagine that, bro. That's you need bread to have that joint, bro. Your light bill was crazy when you got that joint in the house. Your light bill was
Right, right, right.
it's like 600 back in the day, bro. Your light bill, and and
Hey,
and
yo,
that showed me from when I was a kid. Like, damn, even the gangsters, they don't want their children in that, bro. They don't want them in that. They want them to be something else.
they wanted to
Some
be
get
something
away from
else.
this. Yes, get away from this neighborhood. Get away from this. Like this. This is not what it is, bro. From a kid, I noticed that, bro. From when I was a baby, they was implanting that in my head, bro. What
Right.
changed now? Like dudes run to that now. They run to it,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Zaid said, yo, these dudes didn't have to be online for free lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
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 facts.
bro. They didn't have to go to school early in the morning just to eat. They didn't have to do that, bro.
Right.
They didn't have
And
to.
you know what? If that's something that anybody that's listening, if that's something that you had to do, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Focus
that.
on your future,
What?
not your past.
Yeah, cause let's keep it
Yeah.
real, bro. A lot of us in the hood, our fathers wasn't there, and our moms was going to work 7:30 in the morning, bro. So what we gonna eat? What we gonna eat? Like, what we eating? We gotta go to school to eat. We gotta wait till 11:30, 12 o'clock to eat in school, bro. We gotta
Right,
wait.
right, right.
Like my mom wasn't making me lunch. It wasn't like the white picket fence mom where she was waking up to cook me breakfast and put the sandwich in the bag. Nah, it wasn't like that, bro. You gotta eat in school or you gotta pay for it on your way to school.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is okay. You know what I'm saying?
Which
I
is
don't,
okay.
people don't focus on the past and all that,
And that's
focus on
not
the
nothing
future and all
negative
that. You
because
can
there was
definitely
a
change it.
million of us like that, right? There
Say it
was a
again.
thousand, and that's nothing negative because there was a million of us like that, bro. So it's not
A lot
negative
of
if
people
there's a
had to wait on the
million of
line
us.
for free lunch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Which is okay. It ain't about your past. It's about what you
it,
doing now. What are you
it ain't
doing
about
now to
it.
change your whole entire situation? What you doing now? That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? You got to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna do it for you. Nobody's gonna hold your hand, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't your father, man. Nobody's gonna hold your hand. You got to
Where
do
you
it
see that
yourself.
going though? Where you see the gangster life going? Like it's changing. It is changing. Like dudes don't have no blocks no more. Like they don't have big teams no more. All that changed, bro. Where you
Yeah,
see it
yeah, yeah.
going?
I don't see it going nowhere and all that.
Ooh,
This is the only way that I see it going somewhere. If dudes switch up the narrative, if dudes like organize on something positive and use that same
okay.
negative energy, turn that negative energy into positive energy, organize, yo, it'll be going somewhere. Even then, they're gonna try to nuke us. You know what I'm saying? After that,
They,
but
they're gonna
it's a
try. You
start.
know that, right?
Yep. But you got to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? In order to get certain places in life, you got to sacrifice. You got to make
Um,
sacrifices. You know, for real.
that's gangster. I never thought of it like that, but that's gangster. I like that. That's all right.
You might have like 20,000 people to organize. You might lose at least 7,000-8,000 people. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that's what you got to do. That's the way the world has always been for thousands of years. You're gonna have to sacrifice some people in order to get to the next level. You're gonna have to. I'm not
No
talking about
matter
the
what
music
you do,
business.
you're gonna
I'm
have
talking
to,
about
right?
real life. You know.
Nah, just your circle. You're gonna have to sacrifice like the people, like the time that you spent with people. You're gonna have to sacrifice that time for something positive.
Right, right, right. Even people, I'm talking about people. You're gonna have to sacrifice some people too. A lot of people might lose their lives while we trying to win. You know what I'm saying? While we trying to win the war, a lot of people might lose their lives, but it's something that has to be done for change. If things is gonna change, you know.
That's gangster. I never seen it like that, but that's true. You're gonna have to give it up.
It's been going on for years. How you think a lot of these places you hear about in history, a lot of these villages, how you think they didn't get conquered? Because a lot of them fought and lost their lives for the betterment of their village, of their community, you know. So it has to happen.
It's true. It's true. Because I speak on the revolution all the time, bro. They rather starve they rather starve everybody, they people, they rather starve them out than than cooperate with the United States, bro. That taught me a lot. There's people who willing to die starving, not even with violence, starving instead of cooperating, bro. There's people who's willing to do that, bro. A lot.
Right. And here's my thing, like I've said on previous videos and all that too. These same dudes, right? These same dudes that got all the clout, they got everybody, you know what I'm saying, following them, everybody listening to them. Yo, they could easily switch the whole thing up. If you got the power to have everybody listening, you got the power to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Wack 100 has the power to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as he start talking crazy and all that, he got everybody listening, right? Yo, switch that negative to a positive. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, because I heard he does a lot of things behind the scenes and all that too for the communities and all that. He does a lot of things and all that, but still, like, you can't talk with a double-edged sword, with a double tongue. You know what I'm saying? You can't on one hand be helping out the community, but then when you jump on these social media platforms, you talking another tune. You know, you got to pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, either you building or destroying. What we doing? You building or destroying? What we gonna do? You know, you got to pick a side, man.
I think they want to do both. Because if they pick one side, then like it's hard for them to flip flop a little bit. You understand? Because when they fall, they want to go back to it, bro. Everybody want to go back to the streets when you slip.
Right,
make a mistake, like a social mistake. When you say something crazy, you wanna slide on your street card, like chill. But I'm out here or whatever. You could see me when you say something outrageous. Dudes pull out the I'm outside card. They pull that shit out ASAP, and it's hard for them not to have that card in their pocket, bro. It's pressure. It's a lot of pressure on their intellect when they can't use that card, bro. It's mad pressure.
You know something though? You know, a lot of dudes be their own worst enemy.
That's
you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I see a lot of dudes on here, I ain't saying no names, like they wondering why a lot of people's talking about them and doing this and, you know, banging on them and coming at them. Yo, my man, like a lot of y'all dudes is y'all own worst enemies, man. For real, y'all start this drama, y'all talk reckless, y'all talk loosely on the social media platforms. And then when people come at y'all, y'all wanna double back, and y'all own worst enemies, man. For real, y'all mouths is getting y'all in trouble, man. For real.
Like, like 2 weeks ago, I seen my teacher from St. Martin's or whatever, Miss Smith, and I was telling her, we was talking about the internet for some reason. We was talking about the internet, and she mentioned something. She was like, a lot of people is on the internet, they just not educated. They like anybody can speak. But then for like a stupid person won't be able to tell that another stupid person is talking to them. Like they could tell that a smart person is talking to them because they understand the levels of intelligence. But if a dummy is talking to you, you're not gonna be like, oh, this guy's a dummy, because you're on the same intellectual plane. And she's like, a lot of things that on the internet is dummies speaking to dummies. And I'm like, oh shit, that's real, and a dummy won't tell that he's listening to a dummy. It's hard for him to understand that, like, the reality of, damn, the person who's talking to me, he's an idiot. He's an idiot, bro. And he's saying idiotic things.
The blind leading the blind. It's like the blind leading the blind.
Bro. That's what's going on out here, bro. Just Wack 100 bringing 6ix9ine around, bro. That's the blind leading the blind, bro. Because he was out of here. 6ix9ine was out of here. Yo, he was out of here. You wasn't gonna hear nothing from him again. You don't even hear from him again, really, until they bring him back. They brought life into that dude, bro, and that's fucking outrageous, bro. That's outrageous. They could have left them. 6ix9ine was in quicksand and he was drowning, and it's like somebody put his hand and like brought him a little bit up because he was drowning in the quicksand, bro.
Right. But you know what? See, that's another thing too. Like a lot of dudes and all of that. Like these dudes sell out their own mother for money. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
A
a
lot, a
fact.
lot what you see going on today is all money motivated. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's a
all
fact.
money behind the whole entire everything. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes, they'll sell their own mother out for money, man. Ain't no morals and all. There's no morals. There ain't no street code. There ain't nothing no more. You know, everybody's just out here. It's Sodom and Gomorrah out here. That's it, man. It's over.
How much money?
Sodom and Gomorrah, stay dangerous. You know what I mean? Hashtag stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Stay woke. Real.
How much money? How much money will they do all that for? Like how much money?
You know, the thing is, you know, the integrity of the people right now is on the line.
Mhm.
Also, you understand what I'm saying? These like you got the drill music, you know what I'm saying? There's no rules and all that right now. There ain't no more rules. Like everybody's doing what they want to do. It's over. You know what I'm saying? We living in a whole different diaspora, a whole different paradigm. It's a paradigm shift right now. So you know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy.
It's
The
either you
diaspora
got to
change.
change with
I
it or
never
get
heard
left.
it like that, bro. The whole
Yeah.
diaspora changed. It changed.
Yep.
Do you? Does it overwhelm you sometimes?
Yeah. Sometimes I keep it official with you. Sometimes when I'm riding and all that, and I see like everybody at the bus stop with the mask on, and I see everybody walking up and down with the mask. Sometimes I gotta turn away, you know. I gotta like, you know, turn my head away because it's crazy. It's like, yo, this is what it has come to. And VR, we're gonna leave it at that when talking about all that too. We ain't gonna talk about that
Yeah.
on here. Yeah, we're gonna leave that out the you know, out the
Not because
algorithm.
like, I understand. Just the mask thing alone, it's like I was, I didn't have a mask on my whole life, and from here on out, I might have to wear a mask until I'm 60 or whatever. You understand? It's a
Yeah,
lot of pressure on to adjust.
right.
That's how I felt about the internet too. When the internet first came into my hand, I understood that, oh shit, I got the power of the internet in my hand. It was a lot for me, bro. It was a
Right.
lot. Like I didn't know, and or even when I started going live or whatever, like going up on the platforms, I had to really understand, like, oh shit, like some kid in China could hear me. Oh shit, that's crazy.
That's a
It was a
fact.
lot for me.
That's a fact. And yo, VR, you know what else? I was when I was on Clubhouse yesterday, I had addressed something. You know, I addressed how people got so many different identities. Like people got their
Ooh,
YouTube identity, they got the Clubhouse identity, they got their Instagram identity, they got their Facebook identity, they got their TikTok identity. These people is moving, they in the matrix, they moving from identity to identity on these different social media platforms. This is part of the reason why so many people is addicted to social media because it's an alter ego, it's an alter identity for a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of people, there's somebody, right? Check it out. There's somebody on these social media platforms, but they nobodies in real life. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Yo, they walk the streets, it's almost like they invisible. You know what I'm saying? Ralph Ellison, Invisible Man, you know, they walk the streets, it's like they invisible. But on these social media platforms, they're actually somebody. You know what I'm saying? So of
But
course, the first thing you do 2 minutes after you wake up, you're gonna run and jump on your phone and all that. Because your phone is where your real life is, where their real life is, where they feel like their real life is on the phone. Is in the technology world. It's on the iPhone, their real life. Because they feel like they actually organic life sucks. You understand what I'm saying? But they feel like the lit part of their life is on the technology. It's in the technology world. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of
but
people too is
that comes
suffering
with
from that.
that that comes with how do I explain? Let me put this the right way. That comes with society changing in itself because society accepts you to change your identity every day. Tomorrow you could be Jane, then you could be Tarzan on Friday. Like you could change, you could put wigs
Mm,
on, you could put all type of things in society, and they accept you. Even at the job, they accept you. If you worked in a factory and you went in with a wig tomorrow, they can't fire you, bro. They can't fire you. You
right.
understand? They can't fire you for expressing yourself, and people has adopted that to the internet, to the free world, to everything. They're changing every day. They like the X-Men. They change every day. Like society has accepted that, bro.
If
So
they
they just
fire you, it'll
become
be
it.
discrimination. It'll be under
Yeah,
the terms of discrimination. You could take them to
exactly.
court. Yep, you
So
could take
so
them to
when you
court.
do that on the internet and people mock that or they point that out, people reject that. Like you can't mock people for changing on the internet because people reject that because in the free world it goes on every day, even if they want to or they don't want to. So they tentative to say something. If you notice, like society is embracing you to change your appearance every day. Every day,
Right.
society wants you to put tattoos on your face, bro. They want you to.
Hmm.
They, right? Women and all that. Now women got tattoos on the face, bro, on their neck, or like society is embracing that into the white collar world. Every day you start noticing like, oh shit, this guy's doing like he was him yesterday, and now today he's he. And I can't say nothing. Gotta keep my
Mm.
mouth closed. You understand? They censoring me from pointing out the obvious. And that's the
Right.
obvious too.
But you know, a lot of dudes and all that, a lot of dudes got to grow up and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't. Do you want to see yourself in your 50s and all of that, still feeling like you got something to prove? Because that's what Wack 100 is showing to the world. Like he's showing the whole world that he got something to prove at like 50 something years old. He's almost 60 years old, like feeling like he got to still prove that he's tough and all of that. That he still got to talk that tough talk. Like you know what I'm saying? At that age, man, that's sad, man. Yo, we gotta pray for these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
They
To
don't
a
have
lot of
no
y'all
point
that
of
be watching,
reference.
a lot of dudes that be watching all these dudes, they look at them in admiration. I look at them like it's sad, bro. Like yo, this is sad, man. I gotta pray for this dude, man. He still feel like that. Like he gotta play the tough game and all that. Yo, I
And
lost
to
that. I lost that whole role, that whole aura. I lost that in the 90s and all that. By 2000 came and all that. I was off that type of time. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are still in 2021 feeling like they gotta, they gotta play that role and still feel like they have to prove stuff to people. You know, it's crazy, you know?
it's the lack of fathers, because the lack of fathers in your house, it didn't show you how a man looks when he gets older. There was no example of damn, my father is in his 60s and he don't dress like I dress, or he don't act like I dress. Since we didn't have fathers in the home, or uncles or grandfathers, we don't know what it is to get old in the hood. We just don't know, bro. There's not a lot of examples of old men like popping in the hood, bro. Like looking good, like chilling, like being up, bro. There's not a thousand examples of that. So dudes is taking the rappers or the drug deal or whatever. They taking those as examples. Like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be when I'm 60. Oh, I like, cause they don't know no better, bro. They don't know. They don't know what it
Right,
is to be 60 and being like and not being a hood dude. They have no clue, bro, because most of these guys, their fathers wasn't around, bro. They don't know. They only see their moms.
right,
And most dudes, they don't vibe with their moms when they older like that. Like they don't look at their moms as examples, bro.
right.
So to want to emulate like certain things that people are doing, bro. It's
And
just
you
a
know,
lack of awareness.
a lot of dudes don't really know how to articulate themselves and all that either. So as soon as you start bringing the truth and you start checking them and you start telling them who to, telling them what not to do and start checking them on they insecurities and all that, they start bringing up the violence. They're gonna talk about like, yo, I'll meet you here, I'll meet you there, and all that. Man, listen, man. If yo, wise people, listen, wise people, they know how to talk they way out of situations. Wise
Like,
people. You understand? The wise man will always win. And all that. Okay, yeah, we could fight. Anybody could fight and beat a couple people up and all that. But the wise man is going to know how to talk his way out of a situation. Because usually the person that's challenging you is a fool. You understand what I'm saying? So don't let a fool bring you down to their level. You understand what I'm
he's
saying?
he's at his last two of the argument. He gets violent.
Right. Like VR, I'll give you a quick example. It's like if you go to the store right now, right? And you got a dude might beg you for $1, like, yo, bro, look, can I get $1 and all that? And you say,
Yeah.
nah, get a job. You tell the dude, nah, get a job. And he says,
Oh, he's
what?
gonna get
Who you talking
crazy.
to in this and that? Hey, yo, VR, I swear to everything, do not start, don't slap him upside his head. Don't bust this dude
Never.
upside his head. You already won. You have $1
Yeah.
already. You have $1 in your pocket. You able to feed yourself. You have a roof over your head. Don't worry about him. Don't let your energy shift because of him. You already beat him. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to slap him upside his head for something
I'm not.
stupid he
Yeah, I
said.
won because
You
I'm not
already won.
asking. Yeah,
Yo, VR, you got the $1 and he don't.
I got the dollar. I won.
You know what I mean?
Now
You
you know
got
what
the
I
dollar.
tell
He ain't
dudes
got
when
the
they ask
dollar.
me for money on the street? I tell them, yo, I got kids, bro. Like I got kids. I got more than one kid. So if I give you $1, my kid is gonna need that dollar in 10 years, and that dollar might only be worth 20 cents in 10 years. I need it. I need it right now.
Right.
You understand? I can't give it to you. I need it right now, my brother.
That's
And
one
most
thing.
dudes,
That's one thing our people got to realize. Realize when you have won. You know what I'm saying? Realize when you have won the war. You know that. A lot of people, a lot of these people with a lot of misfortunes, they want you to stoop down to their level. You understand what I'm saying? They
that's a
want you to
fact.
stoop down. You got to realize if he asks you for $1, then call you a name because you didn't give it. Don't worry about that. You already won. You got $1. He don't. Keep it moving. You know.
You gotta keep it moving. Yeah, you gotta
Got to know how
take
to choose the
disrespect.
battles.
As you get older, you gotta take disrespect. You gotta take it and brush it off, bro. You can't wear your heart on your sleeve as you get older. Like if somebody diss you, you
Fact.
gotta learn for the joke, bro, and keep it pushing. That's what I
Fact.
learned. Like you gotta endure disrespect. Like you can't prove you're gangster after you're like 30 something, bro. You can't prove that shit, bro. There's nothing to prove. Like nobody even wants to proof no more. They not. They only want to see your downfall after you hit a certain age, bro.
Right.
It took me time to notice that too, bro.
Yo, King A said this. King A said, "How you feel about Charleston White on that interview with Marv and Melvin Farmer?" Um, I think Charleston White was sweating on that. He talks a lot on the internet. He talks a lot on his YouTube page, and he actually was confronted with the real dudes, the real thing, and he couldn't
Like,
take it and all that. He had to get up out of there. You know, it got too hot for him. You know, he
it
started
was too
sweating.
much when the real person, the guy who the origin, when the seed talked to the branch broke. The branch couldn't hold
Exactly.
on no more.
Yo, fact. You already
Right?
know. You
Because
know,
the
so
look,
he broke
the
down
guy
like
with the
you know.
founder is right there. You can't.
And
It's
yo,
hard for you to diss the founder.
VR peak. That's most of these dudes and all that. A lot of these dudes is talking crazy on online and all that. But when they come in front of the real thing, in front of like the real situation and all that, they gonna fold. They're gonna say, "Oh no," they're gonna try to justify it. They're gonna say, "No, I was just saying this. I just meant it like this. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like this." Or they're gonna break down, or they're gonna do what Charleston White did. They're gonna walk away. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna walk
And you
away.
know
They're gonna
what
say,
looked
"Yo,
corny?
man,
That he wanted to get violent. You know, it looked corny because most of the people up there, they got violent one time or another in their life, and they passed that already. And to see an old man still trying to get violent, it's like, bro, that's corny, bro. That's corny, bro. Cut that out, bro. Because most of those guys went
exactly
to jail too. They did the jail thing. They came home. They trying to stop the violence. And for him to engage in every argument, he engages in violence in one way or another. Cut that out, bro. Enough of that, bro. We don't want to see that no more. It's tiring.
right." And my message, this is my message and all that to the streets and all that. This is my message to the streets. All y'all that is talking crazy and all that on all these apps and online, it's gonna come a point in time. Remember me saying this too. There's gonna come a point in time where you're gonna have to live that. You're gonna have to live what you're talking. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep talking crazy, this is how the universe works. You keep talking crazy, you keep attracting that to you, you keep attracting all the negativity and the bull, to you. You're gonna have to live that. It's gonna come a certain time. Yo, you might get tapped on your shoulder. For real, you might be getting on a train or something, trying to catch a cab or something, walking on in your neighborhood. Yo, you might get tapped on your shoulder by somebody you was talking about online. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? This could happen. These things could happen, man.
They're gonna cop a
Y'all
plea.
just gotta be careful, man. Talking on here, you're talking crazy on here. You know what I
They're
mean?
gonna cop a plea.
Real.
You know they're gonna cop a plea.
They're
They're
gonna,
gonna do
yeah,
what I
they're gonna
would do.
copy.
Yo, chill. It's just the internet, bro. I'm a civilian. That's what they gonna say.
That's what I'm saying. It could happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially here in NYC and all that. In NYC, you never know who you gonna run into and all that. You run into people you was in second grade with. You never know who you gonna run into. You
Yo,
could
you
run
speaking
into.
facts because I ran into a YouTuber. You know where they shot the cop the other day?
Yep. Beaumont or
Right.
Belmont.
Yeah, right there. I ran into a YouTuber that was on G Duff's channel. Like I seen him out there, and I was gonna see somebody. I was gonna see somebody for something, And I just happened to see him, and I ran up on him like, "Yo, what up? Like, you don't remember me?" He's like, "Nah." He pieced me or whatever, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, I know you from the internet. You see how niggas get caught out here?" He's like, "Oh shit," and we talked for 2 seconds, and I kept him moving. But yo, you could see people, bro. People could see
Yeah,
me. Like,
it can happen.
it can happen. It can
Yep.
happen.
Especially if you the type that you not in the house and all that. You not in the house all the time. Yo, listen, get ready. You gonna run into people. It's gonna happen.
And if you want to get known
It's
on
life.
YouTube, you're gonna have to run into people. You're gonna have to like you're not gonna be able to avoid it. You're gonna want to meet people eventually, bro, because you here for your voice, right? You want to spread your voice. You want to spread your message. You're gonna have to meet people, bro, and you're gonna have to deal with them consequences, bro.
Right, right. And
Hassan Campbell showed me a lot of that shit. Like you could talk about people night and day, but eventually people want to meet you, and you can't run forever, bro. It's hard. It's hard to run forever. You can't do that
yeah,
shit, my brother.
I've said this before, and this is the only thing I'm gonna say as far as Hassan, and then after that, I'm not gonna say nothing no more as far as
Fact.
Hassan and all that. I said this before on my page. I can't speak on who he is right now. I don't know who he is right now. I can't speak on who he is right now, and I won't speak on who he is right now. But I definitely know who he was in the past and all that. I knew who he was long before this internet stuff and this. I knew who he
Okay.
was. I knew who his name was and all that long before this internet stuff. So when he talks about the streets and all that, like he ain't lying. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? As much as like a lot of people hate this dude and they bang on him on YouTube and
He's
all
not
that,
lying, man.
he
Yeah.
he's who he was saying that he is. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave that at that. You know what I mean?
But we
He
don't
ain't
want him
capping
to be
about
that no more. That's what
it.
he don't want. Like we don't want him to be that. We don't want nobody to be that. Because in reality, the people who want to be that for a long time, they want to be in jail too. They want to
Yeah,
be in
exactly.
jail, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. If you a gangster and you really if you doing any type of gangster shit, bro, the law, you can't hide from the law neither. Like the law
Right.
comes for you. They like, come on, bro. The precinct is made to bring gangsters down. Like they there for something, right? They're not there
Right.
for
Right.
play,
Right.
man. They're not
Right.
trying
Right.
to fuck
Right.
with you. They're trying to make money off your jail sentence. So like, it's about money. They want you in jail, bro. Like it's an obvious, bro.
Yeah. How it go and all that. But I
You
feel
think
like
Wack gets
everybody got to play their
protection from the
position.
industry? You think people in the
Say it
industry
again.
protect him? You think people in the industry protect Wack?
Um. Yeah, I think he got goons. He got
Nah, I'm not
goons.
talking about goons. Like in the offices. You think he get more protection in the like he gets shielded from a lot of the negative things he say? Because it doesn't
Nah,
affect
because
his
you know
reputation.
why? Nah, he don't. You know why? Because he's not that much of an asset to the industry. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
nah, he ain't protected. He ain't protected. He ain't that much of an
I
asset.
never thought of it like that. Yeah, he's not like Puffy or whatever. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's not
Nah,
that
nah.
level.
He's replaceable. He could be replaced.
He could be canceled basically. That's the new shit. You
Yeah,
can't replace
they
him
they,
because you
they,
could
they get
cancel
it.
him. You heard?
They get a whole nother Whack 100 and all that tomorrow. They could have a whole nother Whack 100. Managing Blueface and managing all them other dudes, or whatever type of situations he got going on. He could be replaced. So ain't nobody protecting him. He got to protect himself. That's it.
You know what really caused a lot of this stuff, and people don't acknowledge it. Like when Nipsey Hussle died, it changed the game too. His death changed the game because there's no well respected rapper that has the clout to knock all that off. Because Nipsey was knocking all that off. He wasn't messing with academics. He wasn't commenting on 6ix9ine. He wasn't like he was coming to the East Coast. He was chilling with Dave East. Like a lot of the things that happened after Nipsey dead. You understand? Like a lot of the stuff, bro. The businesses, people getting shot in front of businesses and all that. That came after Nipsey. His death
Right, right, right.
impacted the game immensely, bro. His death, like his, and that's crazy. That's crazy that nobody acknowledges his Nipsey. You notice that, right? It's like
Yeah,
they want to sweep him under the rug, bro, and that's fucked up.
yeah, Yeah,
and that's the
a
tragedy.
lot of people stopped talking about Nipsey.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
left that one alone and all. It was too real. It was too real.
It was
So
too
they left
much.
that one
It
alone.
was like it could have been any one of us. Imagine you as an artist, then you start a business on the third, and some clown claps you for no reason. Like that's too real. That shit is close to home to a lot of people. They don't want to address that. Look at the Young Dolph situation. Nobody wants to address that for what that is, bro. That man
Yeah, man.
died not doing no gangster shit, bro. Getting something for his
Right.
mama, bro. Imagine he was getting medicine for his mother and dudes clapping, bro. Nobody wants
Right,
to.
right, right.
Yeah, it's too real. It's too. It's like,
And from
damn,
what
bro.
I
I could die.
understand, from what I understand, they said that that was a good dude right there. They said Dolph
You
was a good dude.
you understand? Like
Right,
nobody wants to address like when the good people die. Like they leave it alone. Like Pop,
right,
if you
right, right.
notice Pop, nobody addressed it after. It's like yo, Pop wasn't a bad dude, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. He wasn't a bad dude at all, bro. He was bringing his hood down. He was fucking with GS9. Pop wasn't a good dude, and people just they just wanna, they wanna talk about the bad ones, bro. That's the crazy part about this. They wanna just push the bad shit.
Well, I
Yo,
mean, that's what you got to remember. Like I said before, negativity brings the clout, controversy brings the clout. So this is the type of times we living in where people want to push the negativity, they want to push controversy, like because that's what brings the clout to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the game we in right now. That's the game that that they playing right now. They want everybody to play along. You know, for real.
people make beefs on the internet just off of you saying one thing. Like I could say, like an example, I could be like, forget King Ace, and he could make a video and we could beef for 2 years just off me saying 3 words. And that's real
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
The lack of
yeah. That
attention brings entertainment.
Yeah, you could flip it and bounce it a couple different ways, like situations that I'm telling you, yeah, you
Right?
100% correct. Yeah,
Little
or for
things,
three
like
things he
real,
said to
real
you, that could be
minuscule
flipped and
things.
bounced 100 different ways. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. That's what makes it even more like the people having lack of attention is what's causing this. Because if you listen to people's whole interview on why they beefing with another person, you'd be like, yo, but they never even seen each other. This shit is fake. But because their attention span is so short, they take it in waves. Like, oh, he said this, blah, 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 and they'll get emotional, or they'll participate in the littlest things, bro. The lack of attention is what really causes the beef because you can't see the whole. You can't sit there and watch the whole interview and be like, oh, these niggas is corny, bro. They're not really beefing.
you know what
It's
it is too.
basically
A lot of people they take little bits and parts of the parts that they want to hear, and they use that.
mm,
They push that agenda of the little bits and parts. They don't. A lot of people don't listen to the whole entire thing. They'll take the little parts that they want to hear and they'll push that agenda. You know what I mean? They don't listen to the whole thing. You gotta listen to the whole thing. You know,
and they push it to the
real.
max, bro. They push it to
Yeah,
the
man.
max. I
That's
think
a
the most
fact.
interesting topic on the internet, I know this for a fact, is the gang culture. I think that pushes everything, bro. There's nothing more intoxicating than the gang culture. That's why that's why his voice, it travels so far because people, damn, people are so. It's like the gang culture is like the hood's mafia, bro. People die to know what's going on. People die to know the stitchings of the inner workings of this joint, bro. And that's interesting, right? You'd be like, damn, they want to know, like they 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 just want to know. They want to know about the realness, about danger.
Right, right, right. Well, you got to remember, like some of the best movies here in America are the gangster movies. These is the
Fact.
movies that did crazy numbers and all that. So what? That means everybody loves a gangster. America loves a gangster. And it applies to all the social media. It applies to everything. America loves a gangster. They love all this crazy. You know what I mean? They love all this. I'm just to let y'all know too. If I be sounding like I'm trying to hold back what I'm saying, it's because I'm trying to stay within the YouTube guidelines. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Yeah.
You think
Yep.
if they made a gang member movie, like let's say they did Colors again, you think it will be a huge hit, or it'll be just a normal movie?
Oh no, it'll do better than it did than the first one. It'll do better.
Way better.
They probably couldn't even play that in movie theaters and all that. Yo, the
Oh, you
news
know
would
what?
be lit the next day after the
Yo, I
premiere.
didn't think of that shit, bro. Like I didn't think of that stuff. Like they couldn't play that movie again. Basically, it couldn't come out in movies like it did at that time, right?
It'd have to go straight to Netflix or
Oh,
one of these
that's
online
real.
one of these online platforms. They couldn't put it in
That
a movie theater.
it will intoxicate the the atmosphere. People will go crazy for that stuff, basically, right?
Right. Because you got to
It will
remember,
incite.
look at the past movies. Look at the movies they have made in the past, like Colors, like Boys in the Hood, like Menace to Society. A lot of
It's
people
true.
started emulating these movies after these
Like,
movies came out. So these movies is powerful. Rest in peace to what's his name? John Singleton, the dude that's
bad.
behind these movies. But yo,
Above the
these
rim, yo,
movies was
above the
powerful.
rim, influence a lot of people. Just above the rim in New York, yo, that influenced a lot of people. Like Brooklyn dudes. If you look at above the rim, yo, that's mostly Brooklyn dudes, bro. Brooklyn and Bronx dudes, bro. The way they
Oh, no,
dress,
that's
the
a
way
fact.
they acted, the bandana, the camo jackets, bro. That's Brooklyn and Bronx dudes to this day, bro. Above the
That's
rim
a fact.
alone, bro.
Well, I mean, you got to remember around the time when that movie came out, that was the look. That look right there that them dudes had in that movie, that was the look. So that
Yeah.
movie was on point. It was on point. And everything that has happened in that movie was happening in real life. That movie's 100. I ain't gonna hold you. That
That
movie
movie
is
is
100.
100. The basketball court paying dues to play the
Yep.
Rucker.
Yep.
They
The
was on
Rucker.
point, bro.
The Rucker. But now there's no more Rucker though, right? The Rucker's still there, but now everything done moved up to Dykeman. Everything's on Dykeman now. Dykeman is the
Cause they
movement.
different. Cause and not to bring light to a certain situation, but it's cause the dudes in the heights they they spending bread. You understand? Cause they can't take all their bread to DR. You heard? It's hard for them to
Mm.
get it over there, so they. You know what I mean, they gotta spend bread here. You heard?
Yo, stop. Yo,
Cause I know,
yo, you might have,
about this. You know
yo,
what I
VR,
mean?
you might have just cracked the code just now. Oh man,
Cause I,
you
cause
just
I
cracked the
mean,
code right now. Oh man,
yo,
yo, stop
I'm the
playing.
good kid, but they met like the dudes. They mess with me because I'm a good person, bro. I'm there to be a good person. I'm not there for interest. I'm not there to buy. I'm not there to gain anything. Dudes know me from when I was a kid, so it's like, damn, like you want to bring real people around you that don't want nothing from you. You understand that you want to have a good time with people that I'm not interested in none of their stuff. I'm not interested in their lifestyle. I'm not interested in none of that. I want to go to work tomorrow. So they like that. They enjoy the company. You heard? That's what my man told me one time. He's like, yo, I enjoy the company that you bring. Cause it's not like
Right,
you don't want nothing from me. You got your own jewelry, you heard? You're not looking at mine.
right, right. Right.
Yeah,
That's another thing too that I want to touch on and all of that. Like, yo, a lot of y'all dudes out here, man. Hey, yo, start your own thing. Create your own thing. Stop piggybacking off of other people. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to like be like other people. Be yourself, man. Any kids too that's watching and all that. Be yourself and all that. You know what I'm saying? You'll get farther in life being yourself. Stop trying to be like other people and all that. Do for yourself. Anything that anybody has, you could obtain that too. Your mind just got to be right. You know what I'm saying? You could obtain anything that anybody else has. And sometimes you got to look at it like this. If you can't obtain it and all that, maybe it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't obtain it, maybe it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe your way, maybe you not being able to obtain it is God's way of keeping you in your lane and all that. Because he know if he puts you end up in a certain lane, it's gonna be no good for you. It might be destroy you. You know what I'm saying? That lane you trying to enter that you think that you want so bad might destroy you and all that. So, you got the angels on you and all that right now. You got the angels covering you. They protecting you and all that from entering certain dimension and all. They protecting you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta look at it like that. Everything ain't for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody. Like I could even give y'all an example of like maybe let's say YouTube or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna get the 200,000, the 300,000, the 400,000 subscribers and all that. Yo, everybody ain't gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a chosen few that's gonna get that, and then there's gonna be people that's not. You know what I'm saying? And then it's funny too, because it's a lot of people that got the low subscribers and all that. They might have better content and all that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention, spiritually. Sometimes God keeps you in a certain place for a reason and all that. Sometimes it ain't meant for you to go through the roof, to go sky high through the roof and all that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's another plan for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention and all that too. Yo, back to Wack 100 and all that. Stop trying to start East and West Coast beef. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to push that East and West Coast agenda. We did that in the 90s already. It got us nowhere. People done lost their lives. All types of stuff done sprouted off of that East and West stuff and all that. Wack 100, stop trying to do that. Stop it, man. You old. You older dude, man. Cut it out, man. Play your position. Act your age, man. Act your age and all that. Stop getting on Clubhouse and all that, getting all these young dudes all riled up. You know what I'm saying? Then he leave the room. Then he leave the room in Clubhouse and everybody's going at it with each other. Wack 100. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Act your age, man. Stop it. For real. King A said, don't block your blessings and all that. Yeah, definitely. You don't block your blessings and all that. You move accordingly, move in your lane, move accordingly, and don't block your blessings. For real. Yep. And if you lie to yourself, you're only doing yourself a disservice. Like I said a couple minutes ago, you could be your worst enemy. You understand what I'm saying? You could be your own worst enemy. Sometimes we wonder, like, why is this happening to me? Why is that happening to me? No. You happening to you. You creating this stuff for yourself. You creating this type of energy for yourself. You happen to you. Ain't nobody do this to you. You your own worst enemy. You could be your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Salute to everybody in the chat too. Word up. One love too, the IP. Zaid said, grown ass men still want to be 30. And that's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. A lot of dudes and all that, they in remember Nas song, Second Childhood. In the Nas song Second Childhood, Nas was elaborating on, the older dudes still trying to move and all that and move around like younger dudes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you see too. You see it a lot on YouTube. You see it a lot on social media where like these older grandfather dudes is trying like to play the role of the young dudes. You know what I'm saying? They trying to look like 16-year-olds, man. It's goofy, man. It's goofy. If you ain't building, you destroying, man. For real. You could, King A said you could be your best asset if you know who you are. Be yourself, man. Point taken. You know what I'm saying? Message at the end of the day. Be yourself. Venezuela Reyes said it's a third childhood. Nowadays, yo VR. I don't know what you talking about the third childhood, but it sound good. It sound good. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on Clubhouse and all that. I kind of worry about that app a little bit, man, because I don't know. I don't know if Clubhouse is good, man. I don't know if it's good. I'm on there. I'm on there and all that. Y'all want to follow me on there? I'm at Big Twin 178. Y'all can follow me on there. But I don't start my own rooms and all that on there. I go into other people's rooms, and it's a lot of crazy talk on there. You know what I'm saying? And this is something else I want to touch on too. Certain apps like Clubhouse, right? Listen to this, because a lot of y'all that's on there is going to agree with what I'm going to say. Certain apps, Clubhouse. My fault. I'm tripping up. Clubhouse, right? Now that app gives the weak dudes dominion over the strong dudes. All right. Now, for anybody that's on there, y'all know what I'm talking about. You got the weakest dudes in the world, right? They controlling the whole scene. They controlling the whole room, right? So that app is another reason why a lot of dudes and a lot of women and all that like that app, because it gives an opportunity for the nobodies to have dominion over the somebodies. You already know. You get on there, get on that app. Within 3 days, holla at me. Leave me a comment. Get at me within 3 days. Let me know if I'm telling facts or not, if I'm saying the facts or not. Let me know. VR back in the building.
Damn, I like how you explain that. It's true. It's like if I'm a soft dude, I can be on the same level as the most gangsterous dude on certain apps, bro. I could
This is
be
what I'm
equal
trying to
to them.
say. Yeah,
There's
this
no
is what I'm trying
buffer.
to say. Yo, VR, what you mean by the third childhood?
like I seen, like, me personally, I've been with my son in Venezuela or whatever, and I seen that this is goes on all around the world. That's why it's really an epidemic that men are losing they manhood. They're losing it because they giving it up. They giving it up to nobody. Cause I seen dudes in their 50s be with girls who are 22, and the men are acting like if they was 22 just because the girl is young. Dudes want to act young. They want to do young things. That's another. That's a third childhood, bro. You live in your 20s, in your 60s almost, bro. That's the third one. I understand you had a midlife crisis, but damn, if you acting like a kid when you're almost 65, that's your third childhood, bro. That's your third, bro. Because there's things that a 22-year-old does right now that I'd be like, oh, nah, I can't do that, bro. I can't do that.
Right,
I can't go outside with the hammer, bro. I'm an old man, bro. That's not for me.
right,
Like, that's not for. I'd rather take the ass whooping than go outside with the hammer. That's how I think of life, bro. I'd rather take the blows than take it outside. You heard? If I take it outside,
right,
it's a wrap for anything. It could be a wrap for me. It could be a wrap for the person. This shit could go left as an adult for me. If I'm a kid, I'm not looking at the consequences. As an adult, I'm like, whoa, it could go left,
right,
bro. And dudes
right.
still act like they young, bro. Like, there's no consequences for their actions. They're not gonna get slapped on the wrist when you're an adult.
And yo, VR, that's another one of my gripes I have with the dude Wack 100 is that he's gonna have these young dudes over here on the East Coast, right? Thinking that they have to live up to the standards of the West Coast. Because
Facts.
he feel like over here ain't real, like the East Coast, what I'm saying? I don't acknowledge y'all. It ain't real enough over here. So he's gonna have these dudes over here with the feeble-minded dudes over here thinking that they're gonna have to live up to the standards of California. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like that agenda that he's pushing. Nah, man. Nah, I ain't for that.
Yeah,
Nah,
he trying to make his set bigger
nah,
than
nah, nah,
everybody's set.
nah. Nah, niggas ain't gonna be, what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna be misleading everybody, misleading the youth and all that. Trying to make it like California where you can't come through this neighborhood and you got check in and all this stuff that that's what they be doing over there. Nah, we ain't doing that over here. We ain't
You
doing
don't
that.
gotta check
We
into
ain't
New
doing
York.
that.
You don't gotta check in nothing, bro. You gotta stand on your square in New York. You gotta stand on your block,
Yeah, yeah.
basically, bro.
And dudes over here on the East Coast and all that, hey yo, listen, man. Yo, be yourself. We ain't gonna be
For
followers and all that. We
yourself,
ain't gonna we ain't
yeah.
gonna mess up our communities and all that, trying to live up to somebody else's standards and all that. We ain't doing that. We ain't, I want Wack to apologize, man. I want Wack to reiterate on everything that he has said. You know what I'm saying? Because what he said, it shouldn't be coming from a person like him. You know what I'm saying? He got to reiterate on all that, man. That was goofy of him. It was goofy to
I
say
think
all
he
that.
was envious of
And yo, I wish
Shotty,
he could
bro.
click in. I would love for him to click into this live, man. I swear I would. I would love for
Me
this brother to
personally,
click into
I
this
think
live.
he saw Shotty, and he was envious of that, bro. Cause he has Blueface, right? And once he saw Shotty, he's like, damn, they took a nobody and they made him into a somebody. And he was in my mind, I thought he saw that as a power move. Like, damn, I could do that too. Cause nobody checked it on the East Coast. Like, people was saying, nah, we don't vibe with that. But it was so much money being made that eventually people went with the wave. And in my mind, I think he saw that and he's like, damn, there's an opening for people like me. That I could take a nobody. I could take a kid off Clubhouse and make him into a star. And I won't get checked for it on the East Coast, bro. Nobody would check me for none of that. I think he saw that and he ran with it. He saw what Shotty did. Let's keep it real, bro. Shotty was ahead of his time, bro. Way ahead of his
Yeah, man.
time, bro.
Yeah, but VR, you got to keep it official. That's not just going on in the music industry. That's going on in the streets too, where like
That's a
dudes is
fact.
taking these younger dudes, they manipulating them, they grafting them into what they want them to be. They manipulating them. They taking all their money and everything. They got them crashed, playing the crash dummy for them and all that. Like this is what's going on in the street. Yo, forget
That's
about
a
the music
fact.
industry. This is going on in the street. You know what I'm saying? Real.
But we can't talk about the streets, you know. We gotta stay in our lane. Because if we talk about the streets, there's a lot of weirdo stuff that's going on in the streets, right? Yo, a lot of weirdo stuff, bro. Dudes
Yeah,
is
yeah.
beefing with their family members, bro.
Oh
Weirdo
man.
stuff.
Yo.
Weirdo. You
Yep.
understand? If we take it all the way to the, that's how messed up the streets are right now. You will beef with your cousin, bro, and dudes won't even try to squash your beef. They'll give you the hammer to try to take your cousin out, bro.
Back. Back.
Dudes will
Yep.
perpetuate you killing a family member, bro. When when in every when before before 2002, dudes will stop that, bro. Nah, what? That's your cut. Nah. Cause dudes know if you clap your cousin, somebody in your family's gonna tell somebody. You can't keep that a secret, bro. Understand?
Right.
That's
Right.
not
Right.
street beef that you could sweep under
And
the
you know,
rug. Nah.
and you know, I actually elaborated on that on the last video I did. I actually elaborated on that too, which is, that's something that, it's kind of, the city is changing right in front of our faces because of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because of the drill music, the city is actually changing right in front of our face, and it ain't for the good either, man. It ain't for the listen, man. Y'all people
It
that ain't
ain't for
from
the
New York,
good.
that ain't
Mm.
from New York City, I'm gonna tell y'all right now and all that. It was already turned up here before the drill music. We didn't need that. That's the last thing we needed was that drill. We was already turned up over here. You know what I'm saying? We didn't
I
need
think
that
we
drill.
was down a little bit. I look at it differently. I think we was lowering in the we was getting jobs. You heard? Dudes was getting
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah, a little something, but it always gonna be what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
that's true.
the drill music, we didn't need that. Like we did not need that over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh
I
man,
think it
yo,
was forced. You see, that's where the music industry that's where they hand maneuvers the masses. Cause if let's say I'm Pop Smoke, let's give an example. Let's give the most famous example. Let's say I'm Pop Smoke and I'm making music and I try to sell my demo or I try to get a record deal and the record label tells me, yo, but you don't make drill music? You understand? They plant that seed in your brain. Yo, but you don't make
right,
Chirac music? And you're like, nah, all right, I'm gonna come back with two songs. And and he comes back with two songs that blow up and everybody does it. You understand? That's why I believe that the
well, that's
music
that's how it
industry,
starts.
that's why they play their part right there. Dudes they wasn't on that type of time. You could listen to it, but you wasn't on that time until you had to make money and you get on that type of time. Money makes you transform into
Right,
whatever you want to be or whatever you have to be to make more money. You understand? That's the root of change. The root of change is money. It
right,
could
right,
change
right,
everything. It could move mountains. It could move suns, planets, and stars. Money. It could take it to
right,
the
right, right,
moon.
right,
It's the money, bro. That's why I believe that the record industry does the grimy part. That it plants certain seeds into the youth's minds to make money. Like, oh, you're not sagging your pants? How you gonna make money? Are you not on the
right.
gram? Or you not snitching on your records? How you gonna make you not beefing? How you gonna make money? They plant certain seeds like just for that bread, you heard?
Right, right, right.
'Cause
To
we didn't need
you
drill
gotta
music, bro. We was
if
far
you
from drill music.
right, if you want the clout, and you want to make money and all that, you're gonna have to move on their standards. You understand? They gonna get it
Yeah,
for you. They can get it for you, but you're gonna have to move on their standards and all that. It's
yeah.
crazy,
You're gonna have to
and
bring
that's the
those
times
records
we live
in.
in. Man. Yep,
You
that's the
know, because they're
times we
gonna
live
hit you with the yo, but you need advertisement dollars, and you have to sell these type of records to look at the numbers. They'll present the numbers to you. They'll present statistics to you that make you think like, oh, if I have to, I will, even if I don't want to.
in. Right.
There's a lot of
And
examples of that, bro.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And these dudes, that's what I'm trying to. That was my whole purpose of making this live, because there's people like Wack 100. He know better. He know better.
He,
He
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 know
know
better.
he know what all of this is doing and what it's doing to the community. He know better, and he's still with it. That's what's is driving me crazy. Like he's with it. Like he's talking like he's 20 years old, man. Like he's with it. Like and he's the age he is. He know better. It's crazy. Oh man,
You know
damn. I
what?
wish
Whack
I wish
100
Wack
shows
100
a
could
lot
come
of
get
dudes that
uh,
like a lot of dudes, yo, they looking for older guys to lead them. A lot of dudes, bro. Not father figures, just older men. A lot of people are looking for older men to set the path for them, bro. And that's like, damn, bro, the absence, bro. Like you could really tell, like the absence of a leader in the hood, bro. You could tell
Right, right,
of the
right, right.
guidance of like you could tell the absence of Tupac, bro. Basically, like you could make all the stupid rap songs, but give me a dear mama, bro, so I could sing about my mama. You like there's a you could tell like it's in the atmosphere. Like damn, bro, something missing out here, bro.
You know what the crazy thing is? And you only see this type of stuff in our community, where a dude from California be telling another dude in New York, "Oh, y'all trying to do it like us." You only see this in our community, in our culture. You only see this. You don't see this nowhere else. A lot of this stuff that be going on the YouTube and on the social media, you only see this in this culture, in our community, in our culture. You go to other parts of YouTube. Hey, yo, VR, you even go to the other side of Clubhouse and all that. You do not see this stuff. You don't hear people arguing with each other and everything. Everybody's agreeing with each other. They're coming up with different plans that where everybody could actually involve themselves.
Where
Everybody
they
could
can
be a
help each
part of.
other.
Yeah, you don't see this. You
Mm.
only see this in our community where like you see the crazy topics about stupid stuff and all that stuff that don't do nothing for us and that don't help us in no way. You only see that in our community, man. I tell you, boy, it's
Now you
crazy.
speaking facts, cause I be on YouTube. Like I have two agendas. I stay in the dirty section, and I go to the women's section of YouTube. Facts, cause in my mind, I'm doing research, cause I'm studying to. It's like a social experiment to me, and I want to know
Right,
the meeting point of human beings. And what I noticed in the women's section, if you start beefing with them, they'll take you off the channel. They'll block you. Like they'll address the topic, they will address you and keep it moving and come together. And I noticed that, bro. I did notice that, bro. I noticed that certain sections they nip that right in the butt. They don't want nothing to do with that because they about money. Because they
right,
understand that
right.
YouTube makes money and that like the beef is only temporary. It's very, very, very tiny. So they let it spark a little bit and then they nip it in the butt. They nip it right
Right.
away. And I noticed that our section of YouTube, they don't do that. They expand on it. They let it go on. They involve
Oh
more
man.
people. They involve the
Hey
streets
yo,
into it.
hey yo, VR. Any beef or any like that, anything like that on YouTube? Hey yo, the algorithm is jumping. They that
It
had to
goes
yo
ham, right?
algorithm jumping. Yeah, yep. You don't see this nowhere else. Yo, you go to the other side of YouTube, you see a dude teaching you how to make a screen sliding door, how to create one from scratch, how to
How
make
to
a
make
closet from
birds.
scratch and all that. You don't see
Yeah,
that dude beefing with the other guy that's showing you how to make a closet from scratch. You know what I'm saying? You only see
yeah.
this certain stuff in our community, for real.
Like, but that's where the gangs come into play too, because a lot of the things that influence our section of YouTube is the gang. Let's keep it real, bro. The gang has so much influence on YouTube. It's crazy how much
Hey, yo,
influence
VR,
they
peep
have.
this. I don't know if you thought about this, but peep this. Just off of that one interview, right? That Queen's Flip interview and all that with the CK and all of them. Just off of
Yes,
that one interview, so much has came about because of that one interview.
and that wasn't that long ago. It was only like a year ago, like during the
Yep,
pandemic. It wasn't that long ago, bro. And look how
yep.
much things changed on the internet, bro. Look how many people beefing. Dudes went to jail off that.
Fact.
Everything, bro.
Just off of
Like
that one interview.
just
That
off for that
created like
one
a whole
interview.
different, it created a
Really
whole different dimension of YouTube just off of that one
fast,
interview.
bro. Dudes
Oh,
started doing channels, all type of like people started beefing with West Coast dudes off of that. Just off of that. Just off of that first
just off of
interview. The
that.
West Coast dudes got tight, bro. They got
It's
tight,
funny
bro.
because it's probably dudes that ain't have nothing to talk about. They probably wanted to jump on YouTube before. They ain't have nothing to talk about. But once they seen all that, it gave them a lane. It said, oh, I could talk about this too. I could talk about me being
Yeah.
gang and all that too. You know what I'm saying? It gave other dudes a lane. It gave all these dudes a lane. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's why
crazy.
that's why Wack can't be mad at the East Coast dudes, because what the East Coast dudes did, they they showed every gang member that your story is important, bro. That your story, it doesn't have to go unheard. Like it was the East Coast dude who put telling your stories about what happened in jail, what happened in your life, like if you got cut. They gave every gang member an open door to talk about your story, bro. It was the East Coast dudes being original, giving dudes
Right.
the door. Like, go ahead, bro. So, like, it's not snitching no more if you talk about the things that you did, bro. Go ahead. They're like, go ahead, bro. It was the East Coast dude who gave the whole internet a pass, and nobody wants to
King
give
Ace
them flowers.
King Ace kind of broke it down kind of like better than me. He said it all happened off of rebuttals. Like the whole thing, that part of YouTube was created off of rebuttals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I
because I
agree.
could make you could make videos about that interview. You could make videos day and night, just critiquing every 3 minutes of that video. Yo, but he said this, this, and this. Yo, but it's not like that. That's not. You understand? You could make your whole career just off that one video right there.
Just off of that one video. You know, the rest is history, you know?
The rest is
The rest is
history. And
history.
eventually, you know who's gonna be the biggest YouTuber ever? It's gonna be the guy who puts the timeline to the gang. The guy who puts the timeline, 93, this happened, 94. You understand? Who breaks the whole
Mhm.
timeline down? That's the guy who's gonna blow up right there. Cause then he gonna put it on paper, the history. And people's gonna
Right.
replay those videos over and over and over and over because they wanna know his like ain't nothing more than the young dudes, they wanna know gang history. They love it.
But you know what? I believe that they go into the wrong place for it because if you pay attention, the stories keep changing. I done heard the story change like at least 20 times already.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So I don't
right.
know. You gotta come
Like
up
every
with your
time it
own, like,
spreads
you
around
know?
the story, it falls off or it changes, or he cut 20 people, now he cut 55 people. Like the stories change. No, he was the first one. No, he was the last one. Like, no, he didn't start that. Like, it changes over and over and over.
That's a fact. That's a fact, you know? And it's all right though. It's all right because it ain't gonna make nobody money. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna make nobody's life better at the end of the day anyway. So it could change 1,000 times. It ain't gonna help nobody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna help nobody anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
think Wack 100 doing that is gonna help him find more artists? Because he's really doing that to find artists, right?
that's what dudes was saying that he's up there trying to find artists and all that. You know
He's
that
trying
he's
to
up
find
there trying to
a
find
Blueface on the East Coast, basically. That's what he's doing.
right. He's up there trying to find new artists and just trying to stay relevant, keep his face basically in the public. You know what I'm saying? So he can stay relevant. People can see him. People can holler at him. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like the old days where dudes is handing out their demos and their CDs and their tapes and all that to these people that could get you put on. Nowadays, it's all online. So you gotta basically expose yourself online so people could actually see you and know that you the person to get at and all of that. So a lot of these dudes and all that, they staying on these social media joints just to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because if they get off of all these social media joints, guess what? Like, people gonna forget about them. You know what I'm saying? For real. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to King A. Salute to Zaid. Salute to Mom Brew. Salute to Stilo Facts. You know what I'm saying? Anybody? Latin Pain. You know what I'm saying? He was in there. Latin Pain. Salute to Latin Pain. We was actually in the room yesterday on the Clubhouse with Snow Billy. You know, controversial ass Snow Billy. Um, salute to VR. For coming through. Salute to IP. Anybody I forgot, salute the American Links, salute to everybody, everybody in the chat, everybody that came through. Salute to everybody watching. Word up. Salute to everybody that's going to watch and all of that. But yeah, this basically for anybody that's just tuning in, just joining, this basically was my message and all that. This was my message to Wack 100. I just want to let everybody know that, what I'm saying, Wack 100 is trying to create that East Coast versus West Coast, like he's pushing that. You know what I'm saying? He's pushing that, whether he knows it or not. Now, don't get me wrong, he might not even know that he's pushing that. But when you jump on the Clubhouse and you get in the rooms and all that, that's what it looks like he's perpetuating, the East versus West. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need that and all that. We got other problems and all that. We got all these different variants they talking about. We got other stuff to worry about, like East Coast colors and West Coast colors. That's the least of our problems right now with all that. And I feel like it's goofy. It's goofy for like a person of his age to be speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Executioner. Salute to that brother. OG right there, you know. yo, Mr. Executioner said Wack is not 100 and all that. Yo, anybody that's of his age, you know what I'm saying, of his status and his age, that's not teaching, you know what I'm saying, that's not teaching, they not 100, you know what I'm saying? You get to a certain age and all that, you know, you got to be teaching and all that, you know what I mean? But yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm about to get up out of here. I got to make a few runs and all that. Yo, this is the Meth Lab, Mathematics, Entertainment, Truth History. Thank you for everybody who's watching. Thank you for everybody that support the page. I'm a regular dude from 178th Street, West Fetty, the Hell Gates, East Tremont Ave, boys, dude. You know, you drive by, probably see us out there. I'm a regular dude from out there doing a YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stuck in the house on the computers and all that. Like, you know, you could catch me anywhere. I'll be on Fordham. I'll be on Southern Boulevard. I'll be on 149th. I'll be on 125th. I'll be everywhere and all that. You know, you recognize me outside, say what up, you know what I'm saying? Say hi, you know what I mean? Big Twin, what up, and all that. Yo, thank you for everybody that support. You already know I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. BX, you already know, 178, Hellgates. You already.